the Alberta Liberal Opposition, followed by Edmonton Beverly Clareview.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. In order for regular Albertans to get out-of-country healthcare coverage for medically necessary care not available in Alberta, the standard procedure is to apply to Alberta Health and Wellness, where a special medical panel approves the coverage of the care, travel, accommodation, etc. However, in this one instance, the region approved these expenses and covered the cost without following standard procedure. To the Premier, was this standard practice in the health region, or was this just an isolated incident?
Honourable Deputy Premier.
Well, Mr. Speaker, thank you to the Leader of the Liberal Party to clarify to the members of the Wild Rose Party how the system actually works, because he said exactly what I said. There is a medical decision made if an Albertan needs to travel outside of the province or outside of the country for medical treatment. However, if there was an irregularity, which I am not insinuating that there was, the opposition is insinuating that there was, that matter will be reviewed and dealt with. But at this point in time, we have no information on which to base such a conclusion that there was an impropriety of any kind.
Honourable Leader.
Why don't you know the answer?
Mr. Speaker, I don't think you heard the question. Mr. Speaker, the Helios quickie colonoscopy issue is one thing in the public inquiry, but this one takes the cake. Top-notch care at the world-renowned Mayo Clinic and an all-expenses-paid stay at the Marriott, including an in-house movie and even 2 bottles of Aquafina. It's like a special little medical system they have set up for themselves and their senior executives. To the Premier, is this an isolated case, or is this one of the perks that goes with being one of the senior execs in AHS or one of these highly connected Albertans?
Premier.
Mr. Speaker, if what the member is insinuating in any way resembles what happened, that person and others would be dealt with. But what I'm saying at this point in time, Mr. Speaker, there is no evidence to suggest that. It is very possible that this individual went to that clinic for a meeting and actually was at a seminar for 2 or 3 days, hence the hotel charge and others. We don't know that, but if there is inconsistency with policy, it will be dealt with.
Honourable Leader.
It's a bill from the Mayo Clinic.
Mr. Speaker, this transitions perfectly into my next question. Dr. Chris Siegel originally ordered a forensic audit of all Capital Health Region executives.
What a good idea.
But the Premier had the board chair shut him down and just focus on Mr. Morelli. When there were hundreds of executives. To the Premier, will you finally order the forensic audit of all senior execs, which Dr. Eagle called for in the first place, or do we just have to keep waiting for all these FOIPs?
Honourable Deputy Premier.
Speaker, I explained already very clearly how information is released, and it is released with accordance to the law, and that's how it will continue to be released and made available to those who request it. At this point, Mr. Speaker, we will be focusing on delivering the best possible care to Albertans. We will be moving forward. We will be making sure that Albertans receive the care that they deserve, and if they want to do smear-buy campaigns, they're more than welcome to do so.